Yeah. So it seems that you are blocked since you're unable to see anything. So at this point, what we're going to do to try to get you to connect is we're going to go ahead and start channeling the quantum healing energy, channeling it to you. And if you could envision this higher energy, envision it now coming in through your crown. Higher self, if you could please communicate to him now. I honor you, I thank you, and I respect you. Thank you for being here with us, and thank you for bringing him so that we may heal him today. He is having right now a blockage with connecting and is not able to really see and feel things as detailedly. Overall, feels that he is unconnected to the images. So we ask now if you can scan his body as you are integrating nicely into him now. But scan his body as you are. Scan it and let me know what acquires healing. Where do you see he has this blockage at that's holding him back?
I feel a lot of pressure on the top of my head.
Good. And if you could feel like a scan of energy starting from the crown, from the top of your head, going all the way down to your body. And pay attention as they're scanning your body. Pay attention to where they draw your attention. Does he have a blockage in his crown, higher self?
I said no.
No blockage there. Very good. If you can scan the rest of his body, scan the rest of his body and locate where he has this blockage at, please, and let me know.
Sacral.
The sacral chakra. So if we could focus on the sacral chakra right now, focus on the sacral. Higher self, keep communicating to him. What is going on in the sacral? Is there an entity there?
Yes.
Higher self, if you could just keep guiding him. We would like to talk. We would like to talk to the entity there in his sacral chakra. We would like to talk to this entity now. Come up, 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 up. Let me speak to you now. Greetings.
Hello.
Hello, thank you for speaking to us today. I honor you and I thank you. Thank you for being here and again, allowing for us to speak to you. May I ask you questions, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Are you female or male?
No.
Did you say male?
Yeah.
And when was it that you connected to this area?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. How did that happen? What was going on with his life yesterday that allowed for you to connect to this area to him?
He's doing healing.
What kind of healing was he doing?
Sacral.
So what allowed for, if they're doing it, with protection and force fields and love light, what allowed for you to come into the sacral chakra during the healing?
Sexual healing.
Was there someone helping him with this healing?
No.
It was just him by himself?
Yes.
Okay. Is he surrounding himself with force fields right now of love light?
No.
Okay. So if you can tell me, did you have a body before you connected there?
Yes.
What happened to you? How did you die?
Murder.
Do you know who it was?
Steve.
Steve was who murdered you?
Yes.
And what connection did he have to you?
He was my dad.
He was your dad. How old were you when you died?
9.
Mm-hmm. How was it that he murdered you?
He stabbed me.
Hmm. Do you feel like you've been stuck like this for a long time?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What was it that your father did for a living?
He worked with leather.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any siblings or a mother?
A brother and a sister.
Mm-hmm. Did he harm them too?
Yes.
What did he do to them?
He killed them.
Did he kill your whole family at the same time?
No.
Who did he kill first?
My brother.
How old was your brother then?
19.
And do you know how he killed him, or did you see it happen?
I didn't see it.
Mm-hmm. And then you said you were 8 or 9. How old were you?
9.
Mm-hmm. And do you remember your name? What was your name then?
Daniel.
Mm-hmm. And you said you had a sister?
Sophia.
Mm-hmm. And how old was she?
12.
And did he kill her before or after you?
After.
Do you know how he killed her?
He beat her to death.
Mm-hmm. And your older brother's name was how? What was his name?
Toilia.
Say that again.
Toilia?
Talia? Talia?
Tabi. It's a Russian sounding name.
Mm-hmm. And what happened to your mother?
She wasn't there.
Was she not in your lives?
Not there.
Not there? Okay. Can you describe to me what were you wearing when you died?
A white cotton shirt with trousers, suspenders,
Mm-hmm.
a little hat.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for all this information. I know you've been stuck like this for some time. And do you know if do you have any communication to your brother and your sister who also died? Are they also stuck, or do you know if they were able to find the light?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. I know you've been stuck like this for some time. However, what we are here to do is help you be unstuck anymore. No longer having to perhaps be stuck in his body using up his energy. And did you have were you attached anywhere else before him to another body?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And why did you decide to leave that body and come to this one?
The light.
His light? What about his light?
Love light.
Mm-hmm. His love light drew you in?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And when you see his light, where do you see it at in his body?
His heart.
His heart. And what if he were to expand this heart energy, this love light energy around him? Would you be able to penetrate this force field to attach?
No.
No. Okay. Now, what we would love to be able to aid you today is so that you may transform back to light, no longer having to be stuck in his body or anywhere else, anyone else's body as well. Your family is waiting for you on the other side by the light. Would you allow for us to help you so that we can reconnect you all once more?
Yes.
Thank you. We want you now to look within you now, find the light within you. We're going to help you spread that light within you to every root, every cord, every essence that is of you that does not belong to him, that does not belong to Ryan. Spread it to all light. All that is of you, spread it to all light. And let me know once you're all light.
I am light.
Beautiful. Thank you. Now, if you can pull yourself out, pull yourself out. Make sure that you don't leave anything, any part of you behind. And let me know once you're all light. Let me know once you're all out.
I'm out.
Very good. Now, thank you. Thank you. How do you feel now?
Free.
Good. And can you look back? What was it that you were causing? Were you causing any pain to him? I know you were only there briefly, but what were you causing?
Nervousness.
Say that again.
Nervousness.
Nervousness. Very good. And did you pull everything out?
Yes.
Good. And do you have a message for him before you go?
Don't fear.
Tell him why not.
You're beautiful.
Thank you. Beautiful words. Now, if you want to go ahead and go. And do you mind if we follow you? I want to see if there's anyone waiting for you once you travel up. Once you go to the light, go ahead and go with the love and light of the universe. Guide him there and let me know. Do you see anyone there?
Yes.
Who do you see?
Steve.
Your father?
Yes.
And do you remember your last name? Did you have a last name?
Roleskaya.
Can you try to spell that?
Roskity. Maybe.
And how does Steve look?
Old with a. Oh, not that old. 50. Beard. Kind of sunken eyes.
And now that you see him, now that you left his body and you've gone higher to the higher realms, how does he look now? Does he still look, say, dark, like he was when you were alive?
A little bit, yes. Yes,
He does still look a little dark? anyone else there?
My mother.
Your mother? And how does she look?
Bright.
She looks bright.
Yes.
And what about your siblings?
Sophia's there.
Mm-hmm. How does Sophia look?
Beautiful.
She looks bright as well?
Yes.
Lovely. And what about Daniel? Let's figure out, your brother, we couldn't say his name, the 19-year-old. Where is he? Ask the angels to help you locate him. Where is he?
He's here.
He's there too?
Yes.
Good. And how does he look?
Bright.
Bright as well. So therefore, is only your father, Steve, the only one that's kind of dark?
Yes.
So you're able to safely talk to him. You're able to safely talk to him now. Ask him. Ask him if he has anything to say to you or any of your family there. What does he say?
I just offered him my forgiveness.
He's asking for your forgiveness? Is that what he said?
I offered him my forgiveness.
Oh, okay. And what did he say?
He's been suffering for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Ask him, with all four of you there who are of light, if he will allow for you all to help him turn into light as well.
Yes.
Beautiful. If all four of you, can all four of you hear me now?
Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. I love you and I thank you all. If we could all focus on the Father Steve, focus on him now and send him love. Send them that light that you are, once light, once more. Send them love, light. And have him spread it. Steve, spread it to all that is of you, every root, every cord, all that is of you. And let me know, if you all can let me know when he is all light.
It's all light.
Beautiful, thank you. And does Steve have anything to say?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone. And where are you all going now?
Home.
You're going home?
Yes.
Very good. Thank you for allowing for us to aid you today, and thank you for any lessons that you might have taught. Ryan, is there anything that you want to tell him before you go, Daniel, as far as a lesson you were trying to teach him?
Stop doubting his power.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you to all of you. Go ahead and go with the love and light of the universe. Blessings to every one of you. Thank you. Now, if I could please speak back to Ryan here. Let me speak back to Ryan and his higher consciousness there that's speaking.
Hello.
Hello. Are we now? Do you feel that we are able to connect him more so to his higher self, to allow his higher self to connect?
Yes.
Good. Can I please have all the consciousness of the higher self integrate nicely? Can I now please speak to the higher self, to the higher self?
Hello.
Hello, greetings. Thank you for being here. Am I speaking to Ryan's higher self now?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. I honor you, I thank you, and I respect you for all the aid you have given us today. I know that you hold all the records to the different lives and different experiences that he has had throughout his life, throughout his existence. May I ask questions?
Yes.
Very good. May I know, was that the major blockage that he was having to connecting? Because at first when he went in, he wasn't able to see not even one image. What was that about?
He is light.
He is light. Very good. Now, if while you're here and we already started the body scan, if you could continue the body scan, please. And are you more divine female, male, or both?
Both.
Both. Very good. Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us today. Now, if you could scan his body, scan his whole entire body, and let me know if you need any helps from the angels. Otherwise, scan his body from top to bottom and let me know what needs healing, and let me know if you find any entities as well.
His heart.
His heart. What's going on in his heart?
It's heavy.
Is there entities there?
It just needs some light.
Just needs light. Very good. And why is it heavy?
Tired.
It's tired. Is the light within the heart dim?
Yes.
If we can go ahead, higher self, we're gonna help. I'm gonna help as well. If we can regrow and re-energize his light there, can we do that for him now, please?
Yes.
Thank you. And as we're re-energizing his light there, can we expand his heart chakra to the fullest that it can be in this time and space? Thank you. Beautiful. Now, as we heal his heart, and his heart chakra, can you scan the rest of his body and let me know what else needs healing, and just let me know when we are done with the heart. And actually, I would like to go back as well to the sacral chakra. Can you scan the sacral chakra? I know we removed that entity. Is there anything else there?
No.
No. And can we go ahead and start healing it as well, please?
Yes.
Good. And since we're talking about the sacral chakra, he has had since about 2 years ago when he started waking up, he feels that he has a blockage there in his sacral chakra. What was the root cause to that, so we can heal that?
He put a blockage of abstinence.
Why did he do that?
He felt shame
Mm-hmm.
and guilt.
Yes. Can we go ahead and remove that blockage now, please?
Yes.
Good. We can go ahead and heal, transmute, cleanse that blockage out now. And if I may ask, did he have any trauma to this area when he was younger, or at any point besides that?
He never felt safe.
He never felt safe? Why?
It was the plan.
What plan?
His divine plan.
His divine plan. Why did he have to feel this, that not feeling safe? What was supposed to in turn give him?
Willpower.
Willpower? Very good. And as we heal both of these areas, let me know, is any one of these areas done yet?
The heart.
Good. We'll continue to focus on the solar plexus now. And as we focus there, can you scan the body once more? Let me know what else needs healing, please.
His feet.
What's going on with his feet?
He's not grounded.
He's not grounded. What's keeping him from being grounded?
Seems like was my plan.
Mm-hmm. It's part of the plan?
Yes, but we're done with that now.
Good. Is there any entities there? Any implants, negative implants?
No, it's just his choice.
Very good. Can we go ahead and heal those energies there within his feet then to help him ground now? Are we doing that now?
Yes.
Good. Very good. We'll continue working on the solar, the sacral chakra, and the feet. And if you could scan now, his body once more, scan it once more. Let me know what else needs healing. Very good. Now that he does have a couple things that he wanted to heal, as we heal that, let's see. He says, if you can scan his whole body right now, scan his whole body for any entities. I want to make sure that he does not have any more entities in him.
There's something poking at my heart.
Mm-hmm. What is that, higher self? What's poking at his heart? Is that an entity?
No.
What is poking at him?
Just needs to let it go.
Needs to let go of what?
It's his choice.
It's his choice. Okay. If we could scan the back of his back. He says that he feels like he has a square, like some kind of square piece on the back of his back. What is that?
Lyrians.
What about the Lyrians?
It was the game?
It was the game?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Is that a negative implant?
It's how we have his power. Or
It's how you have his power?
yes.
Mm-hmm. Am I speaking to the energy with the box now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for speaking to us. I thank you. If I could please ask you questions. Can I ask you questions?
Yes.
Good. Are you positive or negative?
Negative.
Mm-hmm. And are you sure you're Lyran?
It's gone now.
That I was speaking to, they're gone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can we call on Archangel Michael? Higher self, will you allow for us to call on Archangel Michael? So he can help. Good. So he can help with the scanning of the body and we can figure out what this is in the back. And if I could please speak to Archangel Michael now, please.
Hello?
Hello, brother. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I can always feel your energy coming in so strongly. Thank you. Now, if you can help us with the body scan, please.
Yes.
Thank you. We're scanning his body, and I was sensing there was some kind of entity, something speaking through. He has a box on his back. He says it's like a square type of. What is that? Can you scan it? Let me know what it is.
It's an octagon.
It's an octagon?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever was talking said that it is their way to his power?
Yes.
And they said that they were negative. What is this? Is this like a negative technology, a negative implant?
It's an agreement.
It's an agreement. Mm-hmm. And who did he make this agreement with?
Delirians.
The Lyrians. And you said that they're negative? They said that they were negative? Is that accurate?
They're not negative.
They're not negative. So who was it that was speaking that was negative?
It's just his choice.
It's his choice.
He's frustrated that
Mm-hmm.
he's frustrated that he agreed to that.
Oh, okay. Okay. So if we could focus on this octagon piece in his back, what does it do to him?
It holds him in place.
It holds him in place. Why is this needed?
It sounds so egotistical.
What does?
The answer I got is because he's powerful.
Yes. However, we can still have power within balance. We are powerful, infinite beings, are we not?
We are.
Yes. Very good. Michael, so you say that it is because he's powerful. So what would happen if he were to come and say, for example, into this? And when was it that placed into his back?
Ancient times.
Ancient times. So he's had that through his incarnations?
Yes.
Okay. And what would happen if he didn't have it?
He couldn't be here.
He couldn't be here. Why not?
It's love light.
His love light
Yes.
would have been too high? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay. So is this part keeping him dense? This
Yes.
piece? Okay. And what kind of energy does it have in it to keep him dense?
Just more dampens than anything else.
It
allows,
dampens.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he can't connect to his pure manifestation.
Mm-hmm. And can you take us to the life? You said that there was a point in a past life that this happened. What life was that this happened? This agreement he has.
Seeding this planet.
Seeding the planet? So he's had it since then, since seeding the planet?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Take us back, help him see and sense and feel everything. Back to that time now. Back to the time where he agreed to have this piece on his back. You are there now. What do you see?
Everything.
Explain to me everything.
It's everything. There's nothing separate.
Mm-hmm. Everything's together?
It was part of making this experience.
Mm-hmm. You were part of making this experience when it was whole and now it is separate? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But can you explain to me how that looked? How did this process occur?
Everything just explodes into random events that get created into experience. through light. There's infinite possibilities of all things.
Mm-hmm.
And we all exist as everything. And in order to see, you can witness life grow. Our only purpose is to create. We experience the infinite light of all things. To be a part of this world, there needed to be separation from all other things.
And can you explain to me how we looked when we were together?
There's no look. It's indescribable. There's just light, colors of the rainbow, infinitely reflecting on all facets of our universe.
Beautiful. Anything else you want to tell us about this?
Love is all things. He feels the suffering of all people, which is the experience.
Mm-hmm.
It was the agreement.
What was the agreement?
The agreement was to understand suffering in all forms.
Mm-hmm. Did he experience that in incarnations?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is there any that you want to share with him that that require healing?
He has played his role here.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming to an end, his suffering.
Mm.
He has his abilities to heal, and he's so close.
Has he had to play the role of the negative polarized?
It was the agreement.
Mm-hmm. Is there any healing needed for the roles that he's had to play, which I'm sure they were really hard?
Yes.
Good. And if as we're speaking to you, Archangel Michael, if you could work in the background, please, and start healing with his higher self's connection and any of his guides, his angels, his galactic family, whomever wants to help out as well. I know you mentioned he has a Lyran connection there. If we can start healing those lives now, please. Are we doing it now?
Yes.
Wonderful, thank you. And does he still need that octagon on his back?
Yes.
Okay. Is he going to need it for the rest of his time here?
Yes.
Okay. And can you describe it more to us? Is there any colors, any designs to it?
Yes. It's pure light.
Mm-hmm.
It reflects his essence in the color, all colors.
Mm-hmm. And then there was a time he said, this might be connected to what you were talking about when we decided to separate from one another, fractalize. He said that he was shown a time where it seemed like he went through like 4 days of seeing the story of creation, where there was energy balls interacting and painting pictures, you could say, the story of the universe. Can you tell us more about that?
Those balls are the light that creates all matter here in this realm. He interacts with those every day as he creates his reality that we all live. Everybody uses these entities as forms of creation.
Mm-hmm.
It's the act of turning light into love, which creates how you experience this world. Those things are more of an action than an entity.
Mm-hmm.
All that was him telling his story in a way he could understand. As we've all interacted with each other in one way or another from the beginning of time.
Same.
Right now is the window
Mm-hmm.
where all beings are awakening.
Yes. How's everything looking so far? Is it going according to plan? Is there anything that we could be working on as a collective or as individuals to ensure that this keeps going?
There is no right or wrong. It's all as it should be, as an experience.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that we perceive being negative is collectively experienced by all beings
Mm-hmm.
as one. Once people feel they truly deserve the light, we can all have the light. This realm has been a difficult experience.
Mm-hmm.
All systems of control can change in an instant once the willingness of everyone reaches the same point.
Mm-hmm.
The fear is leaving.
Yes.
And once that cleansing of fear is gone, everyone can see the world for what it is and truly enjoy and interact with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And once that happens, the light will shine brighter than anything ever known. This world is beautiful and perfect.
Thank you. That's a beautiful explanation. And if we could go ahead and continue his body scan, how's the healing going in his feet?
He is connected.
Good. And how about are we still healing the past life trauma?
Yes.
Good. Okay, so he has a couple more things here for the body scan. I want to make sure we get done before we continue asking other questions. Now, let's see. He says he wants to be able to take ownership back of his body.
Yes. This is part of the experience here, understanding that you are all things. You are creating your experience with your body. That's his work to do.
Okay. Very good. Did you want to say anything else?
All things are given as a way to help. All things are love. Disease is love.
Mm-hmm.
It helps you learn your control, or helps you learn love.
Yes. That's a beautiful way to explain it. Thank you. May this message reach whomever is meant to, and as many as it can help. Thank you. Now, if you could check his hip, he says he has pain in his hip. What's going on there?
It was him trying to learn to control, or to control's a bad word, to integrate his full self. He likes to play games with himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's lived this experience far too long. He doesn't know where he starts and ends. We're fixing that now.
Very good. Are we healing his hip now?
There was nothing to heal.
Okay. Very good. And then he also says he has issues with allergies and asthma.
Yes.
Tell us why.
His spirit has a hard time here. Those are the most sensitive areas of the body to the vibrations of ether.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the allergies are a postulate he made when he was younger to live a little of suffering, to not understand. He has healed those.
Mm-hmm.
What's left is an interaction of his body and spirit, which are slowly melding to be compatible.
Good. Is there any assistance we could give to it now?
Yes.
Good. Let's go ahead and start healing that now then, please. And then I know he said it didn't really bother him, but I wanted to make sure that his knees are okay since he does have injuries to them.
Yes.
How are they looking?
They're good. He has had an interesting relationship with this body.
Mm-hmm. How so?
It always served him for everything he needed, but he never trusted it fully.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Now, if we could check his teeth, he wanted them, if we could clean them up, and also he had cavities in the past. Can we heal those his teeth for him?
Yes.
Good. Are we doing that now?
Yes.
Good. And how soon will he notice his teeth?
Right away.
Very good. And then can we also age regress them 10 years?
Yes.
Good. And also, he has dry skin in his feet. He feels disconnected to Egypt. Why does he have this?
He is connected to Egypt.
Is having the dry feet connected to Egypt?
Egypt's where time started.
And time started as in, what do you mean by that? Like time started on Earth?
Yes.
Is that his reality, like within his own time, or is that a collective of time starting in Egypt?
It's a collective of some beings here.
Of some beings. Okay. And then I want to look at the fact that he did do drugs and was in rehab and so on. Can we scan his body? If we can have Archangel Michael scan his body, I want to make sure that he doesn't have any portals open, any negative entities, any implants, any hooks because of the drug use.
He is clear.
He's clear. Now, can you tell me why it is typically when someone does drug use, they will have a good amount of entities within them? How come he didn't?
He did. He did no longer need them anymore. So he freed himself.
When was that?
6 months ago.
Very good. Is there something that he did that allowed for this to occur?
It's just his light.
His light. Good. And what was the purpose? What was the purpose to that entity that just attached the day before? The little boy.
He is awakening. And he always wants to doubt his power. A lady touched him and he created the game to create doubt and fear inside himself instead of just being light. He chose to doubt and create fear around this person that allowed him to come in.
Was it like a contract or an agreement?
No, it's only his own game. Like with the drug use, as soon as he decides that he wants to be light, he is light. Being a here, an experience, it offers so many levels of experience. There's no good or bad. He wants to learn his power, but he forgets himself. That's his game.
Yes.
So this will continue until he decides to take ownership of his light.
Okay. And if I may ask, sometimes when I'm going to have a session, if I can ask Michael this, please. Sometimes when I have a session, if I need to transmute energies from people, sometimes I will have, say, dreams of me working with removing energies or entities and so on. Was my dream time connected to his?
Yes.
So did we do already energy work on him prior while we slept last night?
Yes.
Okay. What was it that we were doing to him?
He had energy stuck in his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And you gave him permission to let it go, to not need it anymore.
Mm-hmm. Anywhere else that we did work on him?
Yes, in his knees.
Mm-hmm. I asked because it was a significant amount of entities that I was seeing that he went through throughout his life.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He has scars on his leg
Mm-hmm.
shaped like Orion's belt.
Mm-hmm.
That scar was given to him at one point in his life as a portal.
And was it also connected to that role that you all mentioned about him having to play negative polarized roles in his incarnations?
Yes.
Yeah, I almost went through like a timeline of over and over and over those roles. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that and well confirming it for me. Thank you. Anything else you want to say about that?
It was a great gift. This idea.
Mm-hmm.
The world's suffering is only love.
Yes.
Once people can see the separation and the gift that it gives,
Mm-hmm.
the world will truly be healed.
Yes. Beautiful. Very good. Now, as far, sorry, I'm jumping around. Going back to that family that we helped into the light, can you tell me is there a year that you can tell me that they were alive when the father killed them all?
1763.
1763. If we went back in history, would we be able to find some information on this? And
Yes.
mm-hmm. Can you give us some kind of guidance or clues to it? And I ask because in the hypnosis world in this current time, there's many hypnosis that say that entities are not real, and it's only part of people's belief systems, and they don't actually exist.
Yes.
So it would be nice to have some kind of solidize it, proof that these entities did exist.
Yes. Part of why divinity can't be proved
Mm-hmm.
is because once it's proved, there's no game.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone would automatically know that they are God. And then we would not be able to find that in ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But you can go back and find a paper.
Mm-hmm. And you said it was
63.
1763. And can you spell that last name one more time?
R-O-I-T or K-T-Y, K-I-T-Y.
R-O,
No, they're missing some letters.
yes.
R-O-S-K-I-T-Y.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
such a strange name.
Yes. It's the first time you said it, that was the same thing you gave me. And then, can you spell the brother's name? The 19-year-old brother?
T-O. I know I have a problem now. I'm trying to read it and it's not. It's like in Russian or something.
Okay.
T-O-B. Uh, uh, E-R-N? I don't know.
Okay.
That one's fuzzy.
That's okay. And was this in Russia?
Yes.
Is there a particular part of Russia?
It's a small city outside of Moscow. Village.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that information. Anything else you want to share about that family there?
They're turning to light.
Mm-hmm.
True essence of beauty.
Mm.
Love.
That's beautiful. And can you tell us the father, Steve, was that a contract?
Yes.
Mm.
They all played that role for each other.
Wow. And it's hard to understand in this human consciousness. Why would someone contract? Why would anyone contract to be, say, murdered, or him agree to that? How would that benefit them now that they have overcome this?
Well, everyone experiences everything differently.
Mm-hmm.
Murder is so many things. You experience power over others. You experience shame and guilt. You experience horror and grief. You experience hatred, rage. All emotions and actions have consequences. A person will never know themselves if they only know the light.
Mm-hmm.
You are blessed with not knowing everything. When you sit in all things, all things are equal. You don't know how it is to only feel desperation.
Mm-hmm.
There's true value in learning that you will always choose love. And this goes in every action you take in your day.
Mm-hmm.
Someone spills coffee on you, you have the choice to get angry, to see them for someone suffering, to know it's an accident, offer to buy them another coffee. They offer to give you gratitude. There's so many emotions that can get caught up in a 30-second experience.
Mm-hmm.
And you would carry that for days or weeks. And this is how we build our lives here and lives.
Mm-hmm.
It's carried forward for all the things we never solve. That's why you need true forgiveness and compassion.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Love that explanation. Okay, so now going back to Egypt and the dry skin, did we heal that?
Yes.
Okay. And then what he wanted to know, why does he feel such a connection to Egypt? I know you explained that that's when similar to when his time started. Is there anything else you want to share about Egypt with him?
He knows.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that he's mentioned that he saw that he was with Anubis, and then this whole role that he had to play with negative polarized began. Can you tell us any more detail on that?
It was the birth of this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's complicated in how everyone thinks
Mm-hmm.
of the pyramid. It's not just thought, it's reflected.
Mm-hmm.
His essence holds the structure with all beings of light.
Mm-hmm. Are you saying in a sense that we're all like one great big pyramid?
It's much more complicated than that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so if we could go ahead and just completely finish this body scan. If we could call on Archangel Michael now, call on Archangel Michael now. Archangel Michael, can you scan his whole body now and make sure that there's nothing else that we need to heal? Again, portals, negative implants, hooks. I know you said he was cleared, but now we've done everything on his list. Entities. How does he look?
Very clear.
Very good. Thank you. And do you have a message for him, Michael? Perhaps a message in relation to him having to play the negative role.
Yes, he is eternally thanked. The suffering is only real here, and the knowledge was only available through these actions. It's a blessing of being a wanderer.
Mm-hmm.
He is eternally loved.
Thank you, Michael. And thank you for all your aid today and all the healing that he needed. I thank you. I love you and I honor you. Thank you. Talk to you later. And if I could speak back to his higher self once more.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you. That was such a beautiful healing. How's the past life healing going?
I feel great.
Wonderful. Very good. Now, let's see. He has a couple questions, and I want to make sure we answer them for him. He wants to know what he can do to give back.
It's funny that he always asks this.
Mm-hmm.
He will be shown how bright his light is soon. And he just has to be. He always has felt ashamed to be seen. But that will change.
Beautiful. What advice do you have for him to move forward from here?
We are very proud of his path. It has been straining on so many levels. But as was spoken before, its beauty is glorious. He will know who he is and just trust his intuition and stay on the path of love.
Very good. Now, at this point, I've asked all the questions that he had. Do you have anything else, you as his higher self, anything else I could have asked that I didn't ask? Anything else you want to share?
You're just eternally thanks for your work. Our beingness truly appreciates the peace he will find from this day.
Oh, thank you. That means infinitely to me. Thank you. And do you have a name as his higher self?
Orion.
Orion. And do you have a connection with the Orion?
No.
You just like the name Orion?
My name can't be spoken here. And the stars are so bright there.
Bright where?
In that area of the sky is this beautiful dance between three beautiful beings that I love so, so much.
Beautiful. And is there a race, a galactic race that you are or he is from?
It can't be known here. It's not of this dimension.
So did your essence, your being, come from another dimension?
Yes.
And is that part of the reason why you had the octagon on you?
Yes.
Can you share a little more about this dimension with us?
Things are much bigger than anything anybody here is aware of. You think of this universe with all its galaxies and stars are not even comprehensible, and it's not even close to infinite. Things, worlds, beings are constantly being created and beautiful. We only get opportunity to interact with other places very rarely, which is why this place is so special. It allows all things through free will to be experienced. Our beings slip in and out of universes, let alone dimensional energy. The earth consciousness is going to learn soon about just the very tip of being light
Mm-hmm.
Once that is known, there will be lots of information that will come through that will change history as all is known. There's plenty of information that has been told to you through the ancients that has been lost.
Yes.
And the world is going to connect to that again soon.
Mm-hmm.
You will see the beautiful being that is Earth. Why she is actually your mother. And all things that are experienced here are for her and yourself and God, and all things are so connected that you'll wonder how you ever shot a gun at someone or any of the things that you do to each other here. But I can't wait for this day. It's why I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
It's what the universe and universes is watching right now, how this all unfolds. The billions of beings just as big as me, all learning who they are, dancing together to create this marvel. It's beautiful.
Oh, what a beauty it was to hear that explanation. Thank you. Now, we shared some really beautiful information, and in the video, he's completely pretty much in the dark. You just really see his white shirt. Is it okay with you? Do you think that he should share this session? I think it really would help out so many, especially.
Yes,
Thank you,
that's
especially viewing. Go ahead.
why we didn't share the real information about the pyramid here.
Mm-hmm.
The Earth just isn't quite ready yet.
Yes. Thank you. Very good. Is there anything else that you would like to say before we finish up?
I am complete.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, brother. It has been an honor to connect and talk to you today and work with your beautiful fractal here. May he continue to grow and find much balance and joy and love once more in his life. Thank you. May I bring him back now?
Yes.
Thank you. I shall now, and I want to thank everyone before I do. Thank you to everyone who aided with his, not only now, but also his past lives. Everyone who has been part of this journey, individual and as a collective. Thank you in aiding him and aiding all. I honor you, I love you, and I respect every one of you. Thank you. Blessings to everyone. That was fun.
That was pretty cool.
That was super cool. That was so beautiful.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. Such a beautiful session. How long do you think you were in there?
I don't know. I just looked at the clock. It says 11 o'clock p.m., so a long time.
Yes. Yeah.
It
So
seemed like no time at all.
yeah. Yeah, you were in there about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yes. Lovely, lovely. I loved all the messages that came forth. Thank you. Do you feel like you remembered everything?
Yes.
Yes, you were very conscious, but you're also very deep, and
Yeah.
conscious. Yes. I could feel and sense everything that you were talking about, and I was basically just went along the journey with you. And I love the information that we got from your higher self, and also part of who you are, and some of the others that are playing this role in humanity as well, who made this agreement. And I love the oneness and the unity that this session has given. And I know that your higher self said that you should share. In the video, you don't see your face at all. It's like, it's basically, it's just your shirt.
Hmm.
Do you think that's something you'd be interested in sharing?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate you sharing it. It's going to help so many look at it in a way where they're not, say, vengeful, hateful, rage towards others, understanding the whole bigger picture and the oneness to everything. Thank you. Or even if you want to hear your higher self, Archangel Michael, speak, and even the entities, that was such a really sad story, but also very beautiful.
Yeah, that was wild. That's where I
That
was like,
was.
it seems so distant from me.
Mm-hmm.
But then I remember when because it was in yoga class, and in yoga, I'm just open. I'm just trying to spread love.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember her pressing on my shoulder, like to stretch me a little more. I
Uh-huh.
was like, fuck, I hope she'd because of what happened with my other awakening,
Mm-hmm.
I like have all this like fear around it, and like I put fear in it, and then that's what he like, I guess he decided to like, oh, put up fear, here I go.
Ah.
you know Anyway, I remember the
Yeah.
moment it happened, and then it was like explaining it. I was like, what the geez, that little thing,
Yeah. It's that easy,
so
huh? But they
yeah.
also did talk about, if you surround yourself with your source energy from your heart, then even if you drop down to the fear, you could still kind of experience fear if it's needed.
Yeah.
Though I like to teach, fear, but it is, it's just emotions that we need.
Yeah.
So, and then you won't get an entity if you do that. Yeah. But it sounds like you really have been working, especially my dream time last night. I didn't tell you, it was a lot over and over, a big cycle that I kept seeing of you over and over. And a lot of it was very sad.
Really sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a string of lives. I didn't make it past 18, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been living this sorrow for a long time.
Yes.
So I'm happy that I kind of like, yeah, I'm putting an end to it.
Yeah, you
And
are.
I can like, yeah.
You
So
are.
life's
Absolutely.
good.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
really trying to get over that suffering is love thing.
Right?
you
Right?
know? But I
Uh-huh.
get it. I get it. And it was my
Yes.
role. And I just need to be thankful for it, I guess.
Yes, and especially with the role that I play with these hypnosis, people don't understand. They do ask, like, it's something that they want to know, like, how could suffering, how could this be good? I don't understand, so then that's going to really just clarify a lot of things for people,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, it's my
whoever,
role. Like I think,
whoever's ready for it.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I went through this addiction, and then like
Mhm.
people only think of addicts as one way, but like
Mhm.
you live that, like you give all your power away to something, to your body,
Yes.
and like the beauty of coming out the other side, and being
Yes.
able to choose. I think that's my mission, to teach that somehow. I'm not sure exactly how yet, but
Yes, you will. I see a
yeah.
beautiful, beautiful path for you on forward. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Now I'm not saying you're gonna be perfect every day, and but
Well,
yeah, you're
what would
definitely
be the fun in that?
right. No, that's not fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
very good. So let's see. Yeah, like we mentioned, we do always suggest for you to surround yourself with love light, and that will help too with the transitioning that it's going to occur, because you're going to experience a lot of growth after this. So it's good for you to do this when you wake up, when you go to bed. Watch those videos that I have on how to keep your vibrations high, how to surround yourself with your own I am love light source energy. Okay,
Beautiful.
very good. Let me see what else. You might experience some kind of aches because it did heal you.
There was
Maybe,
like this broken something here. I was like, holy fuck, that hurts. Jesus Christ, what are you
yeah.
doing in there? Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, it was great. I was like, something's healing.
Yes.
It's
So you,
beautiful.
Very beautiful. But you'll continue to get downloads, profound dreams. Synchronicities will develop definitely in your life. Okay.
So
All
cool.
right. Well, thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. It
It
has
was
been
really beautiful.
again. Oh, you are beautiful. You are such a beautiful soul, brother. So beautiful. I'm excited to have met you and been in your presence. You have such a beautiful soul. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
All
Talk to you
right.
soon.
Talk to
Have
you
a good
soon.
day.
I love
Have a
you. I
good night.
honor you. And I thank you. Blessings. Talk to you
Blessings.
later. Bye.